Now Mary and Joseph had to take a trip to Bethlehem, the town King David was from. But when they reached the little town, they found every room was full. Every bed was taken. Go with Mary.
Go with Mary, Sophie.
Go away, the innkeepers told him. There isn't any place for you. Where would they stay? Soon Mary's baby would come. They couldn't find anywhere except an old tumble-down stable. So they stayed where the cows and donkeys and the horses stayed. Where's your sheep? And there in the stable amongst the chickens and the donkeys and the cows, in the quiet of the night, God gave the world his wonderful gift. The baby that would change the world was born, his baby son. Mary and Joseph wrapped him up to keep him warm.
Wrap up your baby and put her in the manger. Put him in the manger.
They made a soft bed of straw, and they used animal feeding trough as his cradle.
Okay. So then we go to the, there we are.
And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift, wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in the manger. Mary and Joseph named him, what's his name? Good. Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us, because, of course, he has. That same night,
and amongst the other stars, suddenly a bright new star appeared. Of all the stars in the dark vaulted heavens, this one shone clearer. It blazed in the night and made the other stars pale beside it. God put him there with his baby son, to be born like a spotlight, shining on him, lighting up the darkness, showing people the way to him. You see, God was like a new daddy. He couldn't keep the good news to himself. He'd been waiting all these long years for this moment, and now he wants to tell everyone. So he pulled out all the stops. He'd sent an angel to tell Mary the good news. He put a special star in the sky to show where his boy was born. And now he was going to send a big choir to sing. Do the shepherds come? That night, some shepherds were out in the open fields warming themselves by a campfire.
Shepherds.
When suddenly, the sheep darted. They were frightened by something. Sheep? Where are the sheep? What was that? A winged? They turned around. Standing in front of them was a huge warrior of light, blazing in the dark.
No, behind you, the warrior of light, Mom.
The huge warrior of light.
Behold, the warrior of light.
Don't be afraid of me, the bright shining man said. I haven't come to hurt you. I've come to bring you happy news for everyone everywhere. Today in David's town in Bethlehem, God's son has been born. You can go and see him. He's sleeping in a manger. Behind the angel they saw a strange glowing cloud, except it wasn't a cloud, it was angels. And they were singing a beautiful song, Glory to God be fame and honor all of our days.
Okay, little sheep. Can I hear your sheep? That's good. That's good, sheep. Oh, that's fine. Okay, then we...
Far away in the east, 3 clever men saw the very same star. The star that God had put in the sky when Jesus was born. They had been waiting for this star. They knew it would come. He's here, they shouted. He's here, and I'm sure if you'd been there, you would have heard them laughing and dancing and singing. At dawn, they packed up their camels and wrapped gifts for the baby. They brought their most precious treasures of all, frankincense, gold, and myrrh, special, sparkly, love-smelling, gleaming things, just right for a king.
You going to put this on you? There we go. There's an angel.
The 3 wise men set off. They rode their camels across endless deserts and came to Jerusalem and to Herod.
You were supposed to put it down.
Oh.
Here.
Put it down in front.
Knelt before the little king. They took off their rich royal turbans and gleaming golden crowns.
I was thinking of
They bowed their noble heads to the ground and gave him their sparkling treasures.
Wow.
The journey that had begun so many centuries before had led 3 wise men here, to a little town, a little house, to a little child, to the king God had promised David all those years before. But this child was a new kind of king. Though he was the prince of heaven, he had become poor. Though he was mighty God, he had become a helpless baby. This king hadn't come to be the boss, he had come to be the servant.
All right.
You sing Joy to the World?
Yes, let's turn this. Turn it off.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
And the donkey was very, very glad that he got to be at the manger too. And all the people said, Amen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.